Dear students, today we will start doing more questions related to distance formula. This is question number 7 of exercise 7.1. In this question, he is asking to find out the point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2 points 2 and 5 and minus 2 and 9. Now children, we will take a point A and he is saying that this point is on x-axis, and we all know if the point is on x-axis its y coordinate is 0. So that means if we have taken point A on x-axis, that means it will be represented with the value of, it must have one value for x, but its ordinate will be 0. So abscissa we are assuming as x and ordinate will be 0. Now he is giving that these 2 points are equidistant from A. Therefore it is given to us that AB is equal to AC. Now we will apply distance formula, and you know that distance formula involves square root sign over it. So to get rid of that square root sign, I will square both the sides. So now I will square both the side and it will become AB square is equal to AC square. Now put the value in distance formula. You must know what is distance formula, children. Distance formula is, you have learned in the last video. I am writing it for your convenience. D is equal to under the root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And you all know that whenever the question is based upon distance formula or whichever formula is to be used, we have to once write while solving it. So children, now this is the point B and this is point A. So the distance between A and B is x minus 2 whole square and 5 minus 0 whole square. 5 minus 0 is 5 only. Therefore it is 5 square. And if I want, no need to put a square root sign over because we have taken square. So square root and square will cancel each other and no need to put the square root sign. Now we have to find out what is AC, the distance AC. So this distance AC is considering this as a positive number, x minus minus 2, that will become x plus 2 whole square, 0 and 9 minus 0 will become 9 square. So if you open this bracket using the identity, this is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is 4 plus x square minus 4x plus 5 square, that is 25. Similarly, apply the identity to open this bracket, x plus 2 whole square. So this is a square plus b square plus 2ab, that is x square plus 4 plus 4x, and 9 square is 81. Now see the terms which are cancelling each other. So this is x square this side. When you bring this x square, it will become negative and both the x square will get cancelled. Similarly, you have positive 4 here. When you bring this positive 4 this side, you will transpose it, it will become negative. So this 4 and this 4 will also get cancelled. Now on one side I'll put take the terms with x, and on the other side I will take only the constant term. So this minus 4x, when transport to that side, it will become positive 4x. So 4x plus 4x will give you 8x. Similarly, here you have 25. When you bring this 85 this side, it will become minus 85. And when you subtract, it will become minus 56. And therefore, the value of x is minus 56 divided by 8, that is 7. Therefore, that point on x-axis is minus 7 and 0. This will become your answer. Now let's move to the next question of the exercise, question number 8. And in this question, he wants us to find out the value of y for which the distance between these 2 points, he is giving us 2 points 2 minus 3 and 10 and y. These are the 2 points. He is saying, giving you that the distance between these 2 points is 10 units. The distance between these 2 points is 10 units, P and Q. The distance is 10 and he wants us to find out this value of y. So children, that means we are given that PQ is equal to 10. Again we have to apply the distance formula to find out the distance PQ, and that formula has square root sign over it, so I will square it so that we need not to put this square root sign. And distance formula you will write once again in this question also. So the distance formula will become, you will write the distance formula here. The distance formula is D equal to under the root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Must write the formula once. That will help you to score marks. Okay. Now children, we will continue. So this is the distance formula. Apply this formula to find out the distance between this. I told you that we will always subtract the lesser value from the bigger. So 10 minus 2 is 8 and then we have to square it. This is x2 minus x1 whole square. So that means 10 minus 2 whole square, that is 8 square. Similarly y minus 3, so that will become plus 3 whole square, and this side we have 100. Now again we have to open this bracket using the identity. So 8 square is 64. Use the identity to open this bracket. A square plus b square plus 2ab 6y is equal to 100. Now this will become 73. 73 when you take that side will become 100 minus 73 will give you 27, and this side you are left with y square plus 6y. So y square plus 6y, bring this 27 this side, so this is minus 27. Now this is a quadratic equation. You know how to solve the quadratic equation by middle term splitting. So when you split the middle term, it will be 9y minus 3y. So y square plus 9y minus 3y minus 27 is equal to 0. Take these two together, last two together, and take out the common thing. So y can be taken common. Inside you are left with y plus 9. In these two terms you are able to take minus 3 common. Inside you will left with y plus 9. So now we have two brackets, that is y minus 3 and y plus 9 is equal to 0. Either y minus 3 is equal to 0, that will give you y is equal to 3, or y plus 9 is equal to 0. That will give you y is equal to minus 9. So there are two possible values of y for this particular question. Y can be equal to 3 or y can be equal to minus 9. Now let's solve one more question based on distance formula only, and in this question he is saying find a relation between x and y such that x and y and 3 6 and minus 3 4, there are these 2 points 3 6 and minus 3 4, they are equidistant from this point x and y. So he is giving that PQ is equal to PR. So we have to find out the value of x and y on this basis. Children, it is difficult to find out the value of x and y. You know, you have learned in linear equation in two variable. Whenever we have to find out two variable, the values of two variable, we must have two equations. But in the given conditions, whatever is given in the question, we are able to make only one equation, and that equation is known as relation also. Relation between x and y. Sometimes to a equation we call relation. So we are able to find only one equation. That's why he is saying to find out a relation between x and y. That means we have to frame an equation between x and y. So we will start with whatever given to us in the question. We are given that PQ is equal to PR. Let's start from here only, since this is a question of distance formula. We have to find out distance PQ, we have to find out distance PR. That means we have to apply distance formula, and to get rid of that square root sign, I am taking square both the sides. And again write down distance formula. What is distance formula, children? Distance formula is, now I think everybody is able to write, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now apply this formula, children. Apply this formula. So let's apply this formula to find out the relation between x and y. So if we want to find out distance PQ, x minus 3 whole square, y minus 6 whole square, that is the distance PQ. And now we have to find out the distance PR. Distance PR is x plus 3 whole square, y minus 4 whole square. Now you know we cannot solve until and unless we apply identity to open these brackets. Inside these brackets we have two numbers which cannot be added. One is in the form of variable, one is in the form of number. So whenever we have two numbers which cannot be added, children, we have to open the bracket using the identity only. So we will apply identity to open a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is x square plus b square means minus 3 square. So 3 square means 9. Then minus 2ab, that means minus 6x. Similarly, a square plus b square minus 2ab will give you minus 12y. Now open the brackets this side, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Open this bracket, this is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now children, note down here you have three types of terms. One term that is carrying, now so first of all cancel out whatever you are able to cancel. So this x square and this x square is cancelling each other. This 9 and 9 is cancelling each other. When you bring it this side, it will be of negative sign and will get cancelled. Similarly, this y square and y square will get cancelled. Now you are left with three types of terms. One that is having x in it. So I have marked it with red pen. So this is minus 6x. Similarly, you have a term here containing x, that is 6x. You have a term containing y in it. So this is minus 12y and minus 8y. And I have encircled the constant terms. This is plus 36 and plus 36. So what am I doing is, I am bringing the terms containing variable with them on left hand side and taking the constant term to the right hand side. So this is minus 6x, and when you bring this minus 6x this side, it will also become negative. Minus 6x and minus 6x will give you 12x. Okay, this will give you 12x. And when you take this minus 12y and this minus 8y this side, it will become positive. This minus 8y become positive when you bring it this side, and therefore minus 12y and plus 8y will give you minus 4y. And this side we have plus 16, and when we bring this 36 this side, it will become minus 36, and 16 minus 36 will give you minus 20. Now you know that we have to leave our answer always in the simplified form. So here it is minus 12x, minus 4y, minus 20. All these three terms are divisible by minus 4. So I divided both the side by minus 4. So when I divided divide both the side by minus 4, I got that this is equal to 3x plus y plus 5. So this is an equation between x and y, also known as relation between x and y. We cannot find out the value of x and y until and unless we have another equation. So the question has given only one, the information to frame one equation only. That's why he said to find relation between x and y. Therefore this will be the relation. That's all, children, for today. With this we come to the end of exercise 7.1. Now in the next video we will start with section formula.